Okay, folks, good afternoon. We're going to turn it over to our Mrs. Ceremony and say a few words to you. Ann?
Well, I just want to thank everyone for coming. Welcome. Hope you enjoy it. I would like our judges to introduce themselves.
Donald Jackson, Southfield Martial Arts, Southfield, Michigan. Ishin Ryu.
Andre Campos, I'm the owner of Power Source Martial Arts. Thanks for being here.
Southern, introduce yourself.
Hi, Charles Southern, Yoshikana Aikido, 450.
Okay. We shall now be commenced with our program.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Would our students introduce themselves, please?
I'm sorry. Go in the side there. I get excited about this. I don't get the show doing.
Kwame Anthony Scott. Jojo Meridian Brown.
Ray Gordon. Kevin Clayell.
Joe Guillermo.
Louis Leathers.
Keisha Davis.
Thank you and enjoy.
I'm Master Keith. Show me the red. This is the red. We'll talk to the red. Yoink. Okay, we have today a few demonstrations to give you guys. Hope you enjoy what we're going to do for you. We're going to be going at a very slow pace because our techniques are very devastating. We want no one to be getting hurt. Our throws will not be done in competitive side, will be done in combat mode. So we're going to make sure that no one gets themselves hurt. At any time, feel free to raise your right hand and ask questions. Okay? That's mate. Jojo, you like Sayo? Bukiwa. Bukiwa.
Louis Evans.
Ray. We will now demonstrate what we call a guillotine choke. That's normally utilized when a person tries to charge you or tries to attack you. Attack it could be male or female. Male or female. Attack it. Hey. Hey. Okay, got it. Our next throw, our next technique will be Mai Kubi Hishigi, an arm plus choke. Same concept, for the attack. Hey. Hey. Easy. All right, arigato. Kevin Clayell, you like Sayo? Ukiwa. Ukiwa.
Ryan Thornton.
Kevin right now is going to be walking through the park, minding his business. If you're accosted by this young man here, friend of mine, he'll do a throw called side toshi. Hey.
Being choked from behind, my first consideration is my windpipe. So I turn it out of harm's way, clamp on his arms, step slightly forward with the left foot, and I go down on one knee. Breaking the windpipe.
Go to the side. You know, we're here. Come on, right fast right now. Right. Yeah, I'm here.
When I'm on business at the bus stop, the taxi comes at me. What I do first is I block his strike. And what I'm going to do is negate him with a counter strike. So back fix to the face, like that. Now my initial throw is, I'm going over his shoulder, and at the same time, I'm reaping his leg and twisting my body.
You gotta figure that out. Our next throw would be Haragoshi. Ragoshi.
Okay, the next roll I will be performing is a Ragoshi. All right, so same concept, I'm sitting on a bus stop. I have an attacker in front of me, trying to take my money, change anything like that. So same as always, I block the throw, I block his strike. Counter with a counter strike, and I take him into the throw. What I'm doing is I'm taking him from the head, placing him on my back, and I'm throwing him over my hip with a reap.
Closer, closer. But you do it that, just do it closer, you can hit that net. That net, that's what vicious goes. Really hard. Make some mistake and does it. Go ahead. Height.
Give me that woman. Give me that money. Give me Somebody help me. Help. Oh. Give me
He wants his thing to take this stride from a bunkai, take this from a kata. He will now do the Oyawaza. Sonata. Hey, hey. You will now demonstrate several types of kicks. First kick being front snap kick, my Kenny Gary. Second kick would be Mawashi Gary, roundhouse kick. The third kick, Yoki Kwame Gary, side toss kick. Ready? Hey.
First kick, he's the assaulters, he's attacking knee. So I'm gonna stop him with a kick to the groin, call him my getting. Yeah!
Good. What can keep going?
The second kick is the roundhouse kick. He's gonna strike him with his right arm and exposing his right side. And I'm gonna hook him to the kidneys. Yeah! Left side. Again. Left side.
Like striking, we call to the bone. Remember, metal to flesh, wood to bone. Dr. Jackson, side for a process, compress, what can happen to the attacker?
They're gonna have pain.
I'm accosted by a young person or a person. 30 seconds, all right.
37.
Young person. And I prepare my keyboard in this manner. I wear it to my forearm. So when I strike hard, it doesn't go flying out. Okay. Sorry, sir. Please come forward. Right in the side forward process. Okay? When I go change hands, go here, here, right here. Step back, 1, 2, then go like this thing. Make that neck, just right here. That's just one technique. For those of you who are, well, walk with a cane, have any kind of walking impairment with your gait, this is a walking stick, also known as a hanbo. Hanbo. Again, mind my business, straight punch comes in. Me. Okay? I'm going to his midsection. Here. Turn around this way. See? Once I strike here, I come across like this, take him down. I do a roundhouse punch. Catch him here, step one step, here and hit again. Again, of course. Oh! The sui. Look close up here. Minding my business. Attack point, put it on, oh yeah, look for it. I'll hit you with okay? Right to the groin, right to the groin. Groin first here, and then down that here, and down he goes. With the cane. Okay. That's enough. Over there.
Okay,
Question?
all right. Mr. Scott, give us a little background about yourself. Tell us what prompted you to study martial arts, and which discipline or disciplines have you studied?
My name is Kwame Anthony Scott. I'm the oldest son of 10 children, 7 boys and 3 girls, to Bill and Martha Scott, who's still living. I've been married since 1975 to the lady with the silver hair. In the absence, she said we've been shacking, but we've been together since 1975. We have a daughter in the mid-30s. She couldn't be here because she had to handle her business, she had to work. I'd rather go to work than be here. And then we have a canine daughter, Zinga, and a feline granddaughter named Isis. I graduated from Chicago Public Schools. My experience is in teaching elementary school, 5th and 6th grade, high school mathematics. I also coach high school football and track. I became administrator, assistant principal, principal of the middle school, principal of the high school. I currently do consulting work with high school math teachers, elementary school math teachers, help them reach our babies much better in mathematics. Being a football coach and track coach, fitness and health has always been important to me, but being able to defend what you have is also important. So martial arts has been important to me, but I want to learn it. When I taught in Andover, Massachusetts, I learned a little karate. I came to Chicago, heard a little Tai Chi. I met Shihan Keith in the early 2000s. He had a sign that says, you want to learn self-defense. I've been with him ever since. We've had self-defense, we had Shitodo, we had China, Jiu-Jitsu. And what prompted me is to be able to protect me and my family.
Okay, where did Jiu-Jitsu originate?
Jiu-Jitsu originated in China.
What is the known length of its history?
Over 2,000 years.
What style of Jiu-Jitsu do you study, and what year was it founded, and by whom?
I studied Akiyama Yoshinryu Jiu-Jitsu. It was founded by Akiyama Yoshitoki in 1632.
Is it true that Kodokan Judo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and even a style of karate, Wado-Ryu, descended from Yoshinryu Jiu-Jitsu?
Yes.
In your training syllabus, what does Junbi Undo and Shumatsu Undo relate to?
Junbi Undo is warming up before you practice, and Shumatsu Undo is cooling down after practice.
Explain the principle of teacher-student relationship.
The principle of teacher-student relationship is one of respect and rapport. The teacher is to help us to develop and understand the martial arts. The student's role is to be able to follow the lead. It's almost like the copycat. The sensei is always correct.
Explain Tanden as it relates to martial arts.
Tanden is universal energy that you capture through your breathing in the lower part of your abdomen, and you store this energy up, and so when you execute your techniques, whether it's a strike, block, or kick, you're expelling as you did when you went through your katas, you did your kya, or whatever sound you make, you was expelling some of that energy you develop in your tendon.
What does Waza mean?
Waza means techniques.
Okay, we have a number of techniques, and I will ask you, what are the following techniques? Ate Waza,
Ate Waza is striking techniques.
Gary Waza,
Gary Waza is kicking techniques.
Uke Waza,
Uke Waza is blocking techniques.
Ukemi Waza,
Ukemi Waza is break falling techniques.
Kansetsu Waza,
Konsetsu Waza is joint locking techniques.
Osayo Komi Waza,
Osai Komi Waza is holding techniques.
Fusegi Waza,
Fusiji Waza is escape techniques.
Furimi Waza,
Rimi Waza is avoidance techniques.
Tachi Waza,
Tachi Waza is standing techniques.
Te Waza,
Te Waza is hand techniques.
Ashi Waza,
Ashi Waza is leg techniques.
Koshi Waza,
Koshi Waza is hip techniques.
Nage waza.
Nagewaza is throwing techniques.
Buki waza.
Bukiwaza is weapon techniques.
Atemi waza.
Atemiwaza is vital point striking techniques.
Shime waza.
Shimiwaza is strangulation techniques.
Goshin jutsu.
Gosen Jitsu is self-defense techniques.
What does Renraku waza mean?
Renwakuwaza means combination of techniques.
Explain the importance of break falls.
Break fall is to minimize the energy to your body, to minimize the injury to your body if you're thrown down.
What does Hapo no Kuzushi mean?
Hapa no Kusushi means you control your opponent in 8 different directions to set him up for a throw.
I'd like for you to tell us what Kyusho Jutsu means and explain why it was kept secret.
Kyuso Jitsu is called instant impact striking because where it strikes, you can either cause concussion, you can cause someone to be, you can also cause death with it. Okay? It was kept secret because you didn't want any student to learn this information and take it out into the streets and injure someone because of its detriment to someone. So only the most trusted and honest students were taught Kyusho Jitsu.
Have you received any Kyusho Jutsu training, and if so, to what extent?
Yes, I have training at the minimum level. We have not moved to the advanced level.
Okay. What part of the body are you attacking when you strike a kick? Myojo,
Myojo is the below the abdomen.
Jujiro,
Jujiro is your shoulder.
Danchu,
Danchu is your solar plate, is your sternum.
Nodo.
Nodo is your throat.
Tell us, what is the meaning of Bushido?
Bushido means the way of the warrior.
As the senpai in your dojo, name some of your responsibilities.
So my responsibility is to work with the sensei to help our students with instruction. Also, when students are performing a technique and then they move to the side, I move over to work with the students. We have the role of model as each one teach one. Also help keep the dojo clean and to make sure that we keep up with our responsibilities as a class.
What does Hane mean?
Hane means to spring forward.
Were you trained using both English and Japanese terminology? If so, what was your preference?
My preference is to learn both Japanese and English.
Okay, I'm gonna have a little trouble with this one maybe, but what does Anato no Tokikui Waza nan desu ka mean?
That means, what is your favorite technique? Tachi no Tokui Waza Naga Tap Toshi.
Right, so this. What is your favorite technique?
My favorite technique is the body drop.
All right. What does Nagekomi and Uchikomi mean?
Nagekomi is practice throwing. Uchikomi is setting up to get ready for the throw without throwing.
Okay. What is Kumite?
Kumite is sparring.
Okay, have you heard the term Jiu Kumite?
Jiu Kumite?
Jiu Kumite.
Have I heard of it?
Yes. Okay, do you know what that is? No, you haven't heard of it.
No.
That's like freestyle, everything goes.
It's in Randori.
So what is Randori?
Freestyle.
Would you encourage family members and friends to study martial arts, and if so, why?
Yes, I would encourage them to study martial arts because now at one time used to be one fool on the block. Now you can't tell who's straight, who's not. And one must be able to protect yourself and also to be aware of your surroundings. By taking martial arts, you become more aware of what's going on around you.
Okay, I forgot one. I'm sorry. My bad. Explain the 6-step process.
The six steps process is first is observation. The student must be able to observe what techniques that the sensei or teacher is demonstrating. The second one is to persevere. This means stick with it, don't give it up. Third one is called technique. Learn what steps, how he's moving, how he's holding, what he's doing, the techniques to make the throw happen. The fourth one is called repetition. You got to be able to practice what you're doing. The third one is called experimentation, which means find out at what point can you execute these different techniques. And the last one is called self-evaluation, to be able to evaluate yourself and see how well you're doing.
Okay. I'd like to just share one thing with the group that I shared with him earlier today. This is a very significant moment. I'm privileged to be here because I've been around the Garage Academy for a while and I have watched him grow as a martial artist. A couple things. One of them is, do you know what a black belt is?
Black belt means I'm just graduated from Kelly. Black belt from kindergarten.
All right. Black belt is a white belt that didn't quit.
Right.
Black belt is a white belt that did not quit. And the way you become an even better martial artist and go higher is to keep going through the door.
Yes.
All right. Master Keith.
He should now perform his actual hands-on techniques. Now bear in mind, we will not be going full speed, simply the fact that when anyone gets hurt. But he'll be showing you some very significant things you can do as far as self-defense. First, we're going to go to Magiwaza. Fuki. Okay. First throw, also Tagari. Also Tagari. Hey, dozo ne. Next throw, Kouchigari. 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 Hey. Koshi Gurova. Koshi Gurova. Japan San Nage. Japan San Nage. Also Totoshi. Also Totoshi. Bogoshi. Ah, nice. Haitoshi. Yamarashi. Showtime. Hello, I know who does. Who can watch that? Nagashi Nagashi Kick. Ukiwaza Keishu Kozuke. Keishu Kozuke. Hazuke. Kakawakuke. Kakawakuke. Shuto Uchiuke. Shuto Uchiuke. Teisho Uke. Teisho Uke. Hey! Kubikatu Uke. Kubikatu Uke. Your number right. Okay. I know Yoko Morales.
Look right.
Gary Waza. Ryan, keep going, Gary. Ryan, keep going, Gary. Keep coming, Mike, keep coming, Gary. Case of Gary. Case of Gary. From behind, Full coming, Gary. Full coming. Hey. Where did you stand? Explain to the crowd you stand.
Because it did. He got me in choke. His foot back here on the 10th step. Bring his leg up high and come down on the 10th step to break it.
Dr. Jackson, how many bones are in that right hand step?
About 2 dozen.
You imagine what happens if that sudden impact across that against that. Maya Kiyagi Gary.
Thank you, I can carry. Yes, sir.
Gary. Yoko Kikobi. Washi Gary. Yushido Gary. And Mikuzuki Gary. Mikuzuki. Explain why you keep it not the racist, Senpai.
When he had his arm out this way, body parts of my body, you see it with the bloodline, which is vein inside here, the artery. So I could come, which is outside of my foot, to protect the inside.
More artery.
Artery.
A lot of blood goes to the doctor.
Yes, sir, the major artery of the
This
major
cut,
vein of
probably
artery.
bleed off, he may take him to the hospital. Bleed off. And that's cut pretty bad. Next is concept to water. Kuchujime with also together.
Kuchujime.
What you know? Kuchujime also together. Hello, look at Jiki. Look at Jiki. All right. Do the Hinkankatami. Kanoa Gaish. This technique here, and all this should really be outlawed. It's very, very devastating to your attacker. Once this arm is in this position here, you got about 7 different joints. Well, you got the shoulder joint, both the elbow, and your whole wrist complexity tied up. Now he goes into a stance go under. And he's going to change this protection, going to Hangetsu. That's good. Write that down. I'll see you in class. No, it's very, very crucial. It's a very good technique to be taught to anybody because it doesn't take any strength, just technique. Boy, let me tell you something. Okay. Mikurami. On the spirit. Hey. Mikurami.
Oh, okay.
I
got you.
Okay. Now, this technique here, running, they're taught to apply from any angle, whether it be here, above his head, here, or down. Applicable to any angle. Keep that in mind, any angle. Okay. Posicaishi. Posicaishi. Right. Posterior. Pakikatami. Pakikatami. Haragatami.
Master Keith, maybe you can explain to the audience what that means.
Oh! Let me go. Hey, you hurt me. Stop. This guy keep doing so what? Keeps on going. Cruel. Cruel. Being very cruel. Anti-cruel society should be notified about you guys. Hurting somebody. All right, kote nere, haragatami, munigatami. Munigatami. Okay?
And what's happening up here, the pain is that I got his wrist here, I got his elbow on my chest, I'm pressing back in his neck, and so his elbow's being the fulcrum right here.
Exactly. Take your time. Hold it down. Kunikitame.
Kunukikitame.
Hold on. Ate waza. Owashi hiji ate. Owashi hiji ate. Ozuki. Ozuki. Straight punch. Small target. Okay. Kajizuki. Kajizuki. Okay. Yuruzuki. Okay, remember this one, Saluto. Saluto. What was that all about? They're good friends. They're good friends. Shuto uchi. Shuto uchi. Knife hand strike. Teisho uchi. Teisho uchi. Arm strike. Age hijiate. Age hijiate. Yushiro hijiate. Junzuki. Well, you be bonking. You be bonking.
Tempo, same way that
Vertical fist.
vertical fist, except it's turned sideways. This paws coming to his temple.
Right to the toe. Heikozuki.
Heikozuki.
Hey.
Heikozuki to go to both the kidney and the spleen. Come on, angle.
Usukame waza, holding. Is it the timing? Yoko Shio Gatami. Yoko Shio Gatami. Tate Shio Gatami. And Kami Shio Gatami. Shikiwazi, escape technique. Outside wrist grab. Cross wrist grab. Two hand front choke. Single toe grab. Smack! One bear hug, open the arm. Full Nelson. What you doing there? Number two. bear hug over the arms. Who looking at? Both wrists are grabbed from the front. Both wrists are grabbed from behind. Shimmy Waza. Tiger mouth choke. Shimmy Waza. Front neck choke. Moving around. Moving around. Double thumb choke. Careful with this, careful. That's good. This last technique here is very, very dangerous. You are cutting off air supply and also blood supply simultaneously. Suprasternal notch here, both being affected. The submaxillary gland is being compressed. He can't secrete saliva, he can't swallow. He can't swallow, he can't breathe. So you gotta, well, okay, for any waza, avoidance. Step dodge, Keishin. Step dodge, Keishin. Yokoburini, side dodge. Bullet dodge, Kimi. Backward dodge, Surini. Back retreat, Hiraki Sagai. Haraki Sagai. In America today, you read a lot about stabbings. Almost every day, unaccounted stabbings are going on. Not going on. Shootings we know about. This is on an uprise to stabbing. First of all, it's easy to acquire, to purchase. Doesn't require a permit. Dispose of readily easy, and it's quiet. Makes no noise when it's being used. We are taught, students are taught, defensive mechanisms or techniques with the knife, and also how to fight with a knife. Only once they reach the rank of black belt, not before. Okay, in this case, Kanto shoot hands, Hibikono. Thrust. Okay. Tanto Shomanuchi. Okay. Tanto Yokomanuchi. Flag flag. Yokomanuchi. Tanto Ayuchi. Russ. Let them see that again now. What's happening? Watch where this knife goes. Watch where this knife winds up going. Back in the attack. After reverse, after throw you repeat. Reverse. Sensei Southern. Hi. DJ, please. Seafood burning. DJ, please.
About a handful of
Shirley, Shirley,
Together.
you did good. You did good.
The judges will now concur and see what their signs are as far as for the passing session. Yes.
Yes, sir.
He did, he really did. You think about that he had to remember.
I know. And it's physical.
It's physical too. The guy was really done in his 60s. And he was puffy.
Yes, he was.
But he made it. He made it.
Judges? Concur?
Unanimous.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good, Bob? Next side, no. Third. Right. It is a great pleasure to announce the judges that confer, sir. You're now will be officially known as Anthony Scott Showdown. Joe Shoe Simpson. Hey.
All right.
In Japan, ritual they call seppuku, which means the same as like kamikaze, when he's beheaded. But in this case, hey. We're not through with it. I need 6. Got the pen? Yes.
Put that behind you.
I go behind you.
Behind you.
Pass me this.
Brother Scott.
Hand over, please. I don't see that. So it's the picture. Oh, top, the top.
Right here. Here.
Yes.
But she's been working with me.
Scott, Scott.
Make too much that hands like that, so seriously, too much. Okay, somebody? Okay with that? You just get your cup. Omar Corral. Tisha Davis. Jose Guillermo. Evan Guillermo. Ryan Thornton. These 5 students here are training hard and diligently in the same path as set by Scott. Again, being honest and focus on you, you're amazing. You have to. Don't touch my stick.
Don't touch my stick.
Don't touch my stick. You got your new belts to put on? Those right, great, hey! Joey. That will conclude our festivities.
You did good.
We're gonna go,